Hello everyone, it is Jarrod, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about April 6th and April 7th of 2019. Matt has demoted me from best friend status to friend status. I didn't want to face Collin, Matt, or Jarrod in the Fighterz tournament that we had at ChargerCon. I purposely entered because they said they weren't going to enter. And I didn't want to enter a third tournament in a row where our friends had to clash in a tournament setting. I wanted to face off against people who I hadn't played against before, who would be difficult people to face, but people who I had not experienced facing before. So when Matt learned that the bracket was smaller than we thought, he learned that there were like only like 8 people entering the tournament. He was like, "Yo, can I use one of your controllers to enter the tournament?" And I was like, "No, no, no, no." I didn't want him to enter the tournament. I told Matt that if he really wanted to play in the tournament, he would have asked me before to grab a controller when I grabbed mine, because I had to go back and get a controller already. But that was an interesting thing. I feel like Matt's just saying that I've been demoted to friend status from best friend status. I don't think he actually means that. But it was interesting. It was like a big thing at the time. Real quick, I saw a message from Kels on the live chat. Let me get the live chat up on the screen. That way I'll be able to see what you guys are talking about. How's your day today? Do you guys have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? It's good to see you, Kels. Let me get this live chat up on the big screen. It's just easier to keep up with up here. Kel said, "Okay, I'm finally here. I have to give you the chat update." Ooh. For those of you who don't know, Kels has had this interesting setup where his friend Chad on the track team at first seemed to be throwing hints that he might be interested in Kels, but over time, Chad has revealed his true intention that he is indeed interested in Kels, but that he wants to keep it on the down low. So they've been having interesting encounters so far in regards to that. So I do want to hear more about the Chad situation. Kels, you came in the middle of me talking about the Mac thing. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me because I noticed you came in not immediately, like not at the very beginning, so you might have missed a little bit of the context if you're curious about that. A cute Asian girl came over to me at ChargerCon and said that her cute Asian girl friend that was like in the back said I look like Childish Gambino. I gave her a high five fist bump and she giggled. I feel like I should have asked her out. I feel like I missed the chance. Your boy Kel said, "So Chad's been giving me even more mixed signals, so I had no choice but to ask him if he was gay, straight, bi, or whatever, and he basically told me he was straight." I don't understand the Chad situation. So, what was your follow up after Chad said that he was straight, Kels? Because now I'm confused. I don't really know. Based off of earlier things, it seems like Chad was indeed interested. So what made your boy make previous statements? Like, I don't know. You lost me now. I'm now very confused on the chat situation. Also, I keep trying to get the live chat up, so I keep refreshing the page, and it never like shows the live chat coming up on the screen. Kel said, "I was pretty sad about it, but now I'm over it. I still have feelings for him, but whatever." I don't understand what happened. Um, and I am sorry that that happened. And I understand the idea of like unrequited feelings kind of thing. It'll be fine. You guys are still friends, I'm sure. And there'll always be like another person. I know people say that all the time, but it's just true. Still trying to get the live chat up. I messaged with Danica the other day. I told her about an emotional moment that I had. For whatever reason, a couple of days ago, I had a lot of negative thoughts hit me at once. It was kind of tough, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It's just at the time it felt like really rough. Danica was really understanding about it, and we talked about how we're both there for each other and how we both really like each other, and that if we ever like need someone to talk to, that we know will be there. Um, and we started talking about like relationship stuff, and she feels like she's just like really busy right now. She's always watching her nieces and nephews, and she has to work because she has like an internship, and she has college, so she's like going to class. And she just has a lot on her plate. She now every weekend is like going out of town to visit with one of her nephews who had to move for school. It's just a whole lot's going on in her life. But it does seem like me and Danica are really close, and that we have like this mutual like attraction and feel for each other. But she just doesn't feel like she's in a place in her life where she has like time to commit to a relationship. So that's been really interesting. Let's see. Still trying to get this live chat up on the computer so that I can like not miss stuff. Kel said I was pretty confused too. He does do fake gay stuff with other guys, but it just felt different with me. Interesting. Um, One of my friends was telling me the other day, and this is like a perspective that I've never like had before, but they were talking about how sometimes straight people will like tease gay people. The context that I was talking about was talking about a girl who's like a lesbian who gets teased by like straight girls or whatever sometimes. But I didn't hear about that until like today. I've never thought about that before. The idea of someone who's like of a different sexuality teasing someone like in a way where it's like not tease as in bully, but tease as in like it seems like they're showing interest, and then it's like I'm actually not as interested. I never knew that was a thing, but apparently that's a thing. I learned about that today. So I don't know. Maybe it was that kind of thing. I honestly don't understand the reasoning for that, like why you would want to do that. But I don't know. And then Kel said that's a thing. I didn't know until today either. Um, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. This is one of those secondhand conversation things where it's like I was talking to a friend who was talking to another friend who was talking about their own experience. So to not put anyone on blast, I won't go into details or talk about like specific names. But apparently that's a thing. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in that situation before. Like I don't. I've never teased someone who was like homosexual to like try and get them into me. Nor do I think I've ever. I don't think I've witnessed it happen to someone else either. Like I've never seen someone else do it. So I guess that's a thing. Um, but it seems to exist because your situation kind of sounds like that. It may be like that. It may not be like that. I don't know. Um, Maybe it was like an unintentional tease. I have no idea, but I believe that's a thing from what I've heard. I don't like the little spigot on this bottle. There's like so much water in the bottle, but you gotta screw the top off to really drink it because the hole for the water to go through is just so small. I'm trying to show it without accidentally pouring water in my lap. I'm just not gonna play that. Oh, hold on. Easiest way to do it. You just take the cap off first. The hole's like that small, so you can barely drink any of the water when the cap's on. So you can't take satisfying sips. You have to like hold it up to your face for like forever to get like any sort of sustenance. Hell said that sounds so bizarre. Talking about like the teasing thing. I do think it's bizarre. I don't know what anybody gets out of it. I don't like I don't understand how anyone benefits from it, but I guess it's a thing that exists. I don't know. Ryan said, "Hi, Jet. Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" Oh, Ryan's asking me, how was the tourney? How was the Charger Con tournament? So I brought this up a little bit earlier, Ryan, but I think Kels came in on the minute, on the end of it, so he didn't really hear everything about it. And then Ryan said, how badly did you lose? Last place. So the way that the tournament worked is that there are two brackets, the winners bracket and the losers bracket. So if you lose in the winners bracket, you then get to enter the losers bracket, and then if you lose in the losers bracket, you just lose the whole tournament. So I lost in like the first round of winners, so I got pushed into like losers, and then I lost in the first round of losers. So then I just lost. I failed at the whole tournament. Now how badly did I lose? Ryan said so hella bad. For the first round in winners, I faced off against a guy, and I'd say the second fight, because it was best 2 out of 3 in each round. So you have at least 2 matches in each round to like go. So in round one, no, in round two of the first round of winners, round two of winners. That maybe that's a better way, or fight two. Doesn't fucking matter. The last fight I did in winners bracket, I did kind of okay. It was a thing where we were both down to our last character. However, my opponent has significantly more health, essentially a full bar on his last character. That's a little confusing to say without mentioning the game. It's Dragon Ball FighterZ. In this game, you have 3 characters for each player. So we were both down to our last character. I had Teen Gohan left, and he had Tien left. His Tien was essentially untouched, so it was me trying to beat his full health Tien with my low health Gohan. And I felt like that was like a really solid fight. It was one where I had to like underdog my way up because I was down to my last character on Gohan while he still had, I believe, all 3 of his characters. So with Gohan, I had to beat all 3 of his people. I had to try to. And I got him down to his TN, and then his TN killed me. So round one was actually pretty good. Even though I lost, like, in winners, that, like, final fight in winners was, like, pretty solid. First round in losers bracket, there's no reason to say first round in losers bracket. My losers bracket fight, it wasn't as close at all. The other guy who lost, I would argue, was he whooped me a lot better than the guy in winners bracket. I'll say that. Like the guy in winners bracket, it felt kind of close. The guy in losers bracket who I fought against, he pretty much got me. Yeah, I felt like he did like significantly better. Let's see. Kel said, "It extra sucks." This is Kel's going back to talking about the Chad situation. It seemed like Chad was interested in Kel's, but then Kel's confronted Chad about it, and Chad was like, "I'm actually straight," after Chad had already said that he was interested in Kel's. So Kel said it extra sucks because he's just been a really cool dude and a good friend lately, in reference to Chad. And the closer I get to him, the more I like him. So it's one of those things, Kel's, where I think things will still work out. Like even if Chad's like, hey, he doesn't like you like that, but you guys are still really good friends and you're still growing closer, I think you'll still be really good friends and that your friendship will continue to like increase, that you guys will continue being better and better friends. Because I like Allison. Allison's in our friend group and she's really into like anime and comic books. And we talk about, she's even in like gaming and like tabletop gaming. She plays like D&D. And Allison's really cool. I really like talking with Allison, and I feel like if Allison was straight, that I'd be like into Allison. I'd like ask her out and like try and see where things went with that. Um, and Allison knows that like I like Allison. But we still hang out and we're still really good friends. And even though I like Allison like maybe a little bit more than a friend, I'm still fine with just being friends with her. And you can be attracted to someone who like is of a different sexuality and still be really good friends. So I think you and Chad can still work out as really good friends just because he's like, well, I'm straight. You guys can still be good friends and that just work fine. Then Ryan said, devastating defeat. He said, Jet is the. And then I think he made a reference to something that I don't know. I guess it's a historical reference. Oh, by the way, Ryan, I think you'll find this interesting. This is something that I mentioned earlier in the stream, but I think Kel's caught like the last part of it. So Matt has demoted me from best friend status to just friend status. I didn't want to face Collin, Matt, or Jarrod in the Fighterz tournament. I purposely entered because they said they weren't going to enter. I didn't want to enter a third tournament in a row where our friends had to clash against each other. And I would much rather face off against randos in a tournament than fight the same people who regularly beat me on a regular basis. So when Matt learned that there were less people entering the tournament than we originally thought, he was like, "Oh, Ryan already knows." As I'm telling the story again, I'm like, I don't have to tell the story again. Ryan was just there. Yeah. Never mind, Ryan. I'm not gonna go over that whole thing again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Ryan said no more hugs for Jet. Yeah, Matt's like hugs are only for best friends, which is that. I guess that's the thing. But I feel like Matt's just memeing. I don't really think he's actually that upset about it. Um, but yeah, let's move on. So far we've talked about Kels and the Chad situation. Like I said, Kels, I feel like you and Chad can still be like really good friends. Even though Chad may not be like interested in you like romantically, you guys can still be like have a really solid friendship. We talked about Matt demoting me from a best friend to a friend and the whole Fighterz tournament and how I did that. We talked about the cute Asian girl at ChargerCon who I should have hit up, but I didn't hit up. We talked about the Danica stuff and how the situation with Danica, it seems like we both really like each other. We're both there for each other, like when we need like emotional support. But Danica's just really busy at the moment, so we haven't really been able to like do a boyfriend girlfriend thing. She's like once she has more time in her life, she'll be like more open to that, but she just doesn't know when that'll be. So the next big thing to talk about is Olive Garden. I hope you guys are ready for an Olive Garden story that has some casual racism. Hey. Mm. Kel said, thanks, Jet. I'm sure Chad and I can be friends. We can move on now, lol. Yeah, no problem. Then Ryan said that egg girl was cute. Egg girl? Egg. Oh, you thought Kaylee was cute, Ryan? Oh, that's nice. I just didn't expect that. Ryan, have you ever told me of a girl that you were interested in before? I think that actually that made me change my whole perspective. So that's just interesting. I want to talk about that a little bit more, Ryan. That's cool. Then Ryan said unlimited breadsticks, and that is an Olive Garden trademark. Then Kel said casual racism. We'll get into the casual racism in a minute. Then Ryan said, well, Allison is also cute, but we know. True, true. We do. um, is there anyone in the friend group who doesn't think Allison's cute? Eric thinks Allison's cute. I think Allison's cute. Ryan thinks Allison's cute. I'm curious if Matt thinks Allison's cute because Matt and Allison don't really get along well. Um, and Matt's really picky. So I feel I don't know where he stands on Allison. I know Collin isn't a fan of how Allison will sometimes say like a shit on. She doesn't mean anything by it, but she'll just say something mean casually, but like you can tell she's joking. Colin's like, I don't vibe with that, and that's understandable. It's one of those things where I feel like if you really get to know someone, you can tell if it's serious and not take offense. But I feel like Collin hears it and he goes like, no. Let's see. Then Ryan said, "Man, Allison about to throw down at Olive Garden and fight with the breadsticks." I've seen them do a full-on umbrella battle at a Halloween party before. Speaking of Olive Garden, let's jump into this Olive Garden story. I'm gonna start with our server at Olive Garden, and then work backwards to what happened when we got to Olive Garden, which has the casual racism in it. So at Olive Garden, Aiden and I had a server who thought that we were a casually dressed gay high school prom couple. And it was a really interesting because you're like, how would we learn that? How do you discover that the server has this like conception of you? So we essentially were paying for our food. We were like at the portion where we're like, can we get the bill? And they have these little digital things that sit on the table for you to like buy food now, so they don't have to bring the bill over. So she clicks the digital thing, and it's like your total will be like 17.23, and we're like, oh, can we get this like separate? Like, can we not get it on the same check? And then she's like, yeah, of course, I can separate it for you guys. And then she's like, so is like prom going on right now? Like, are you guys here for like prom? And like me and Aiden look at each other and we're like, prom? And she's like, yeah, prom. Like, what high school do you guys go to? And we were like, we're in college. And she's like, college? So you guys like freshmen? And then And it was just really weird. Like she just assumed that we were like really young, and she thought that we were going to Olive Garden for prom, but we weren't dressed fancily. We were wearing like our normal everyday clothes. We didn't have like tuxes on or anything. It just felt odd. But the fact that she had us on like one ticket and she thought that we were much younger than we really were and that we were going to prom together. I was like, she made a whole story. She was like, these two, like based on what I can tell. And it's like, how did she get to that? That's such a specific like setup. Let's see. Kel said he thought you were gay. It was a she. Then Ryan said Jet is always a gay high school prom couple. He said Jet had the Tux t-shirt on, confusing people. I did not actually. And then Kel said she thought you were a casual gay high schoolers on a prom date. That's what it seemed like, and that was really weird. I don't think I look like I'm in high school. I also don't think. Well, I almost just said the same thing twice. I was about to say I don't think I look very young. But I feel like that goes hand in hand with not looking like I'm in high school. Excuse me. And then Kel said, and did she say freshman? Yeah, she thought that we were like, because once we said we were in college, she thought we were like young in college. Because before she thought we were in high school. Aiden had to say his age multiple times because she kept in conversation going, so you're 19? And then he's like, no, I already said, like, I'm not 19. And I thought that was really interesting. And then Ryan said Jet equals high school. So I thought that was kind of odd. She also did something that I've never seen before. So you know how when you like buy food nowadays, in order to set your tip, when they don't have like written receipts, they'll have a little screen. And they'll normally go like on the next screen it's gonna show like where you're able to put the tip. I'm not gonna look, you can put whatever you think is fair, and then once you're done, like we can continue the rest of the transaction. She didn't do that shit at all. Before we got to the tip section, she looked at me and said, so how much do you want to tip? And when she said that, I was like, what? Because I've never had like the server just straight up hit you with that confrontation. Like, so how much am I getting? It's like, oh fuck. So then I was just like, is there like a section on the screen where I can like set the tip? And she's like, yeah, it's right here. And she like clicks it. And then she doesn't do the I'm gonna look away and let you set the tip thing. She like, because the screen's facing me and she's facing me. So she like turns her head to look at the screen. And it shows right now like the recommended tip is like $1.91. She goes, yeah, and so you have this little slider where you can move the tip like up and down, and she moves it to like $2.20 or whatever. She like yoinks up the tip or whatever, and then she like turns the screen back to me, and then she just looks at me while I mess with the fucking screen. And in my mind, I'm like, so no matter what direction I move the slider, she'll know if I'm like lowering or raising the tip. Like she made it a trap. And she already knows the amount that's like the recommended tip. So she'll know if she gets not that. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, what is the strategy? Dun, 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 dun. So I just gave her less than the recommended tip. I would have probably, if I'm being honest, I would have probably not given her a tip. I don't tip very often unless it's like exceptional service. And there were times where we were like, hey, can we get like a refill on the salad or whatever? And she left and just completely forgot about us. And then came back and was like, oh, you wanted the refill on the salad. And then she like dipped and had to like get the stuff. I know it's wrong to like not tip because they get paid less because it's expected for tips to make up for it. But the way that I see tipping, the way that I feel like tipping should work, is that if someone does like a really good job, you give them a tip. I don't feel like tips should be expected. Or if they feel like you have to tip, it should be like a part of the price of the food. Like they should just make the food more expensive. I know a lot of people don't like that, but if in the end you're spending the same amount of money, then just just do that. I don't know. But Pretty much, I ended up giving her less than the recommended amount. I didn't give her zero. I didn't want to fuck her over like super hard, but I sure didn't give her like $2.20. I was about to like full invest in the shit. But let's see. Then Kel said, "Oh, I was worried she meant a high school freshman. I don't think I look like a high school freshman. That would be like a long, like I don't know where she would have gotten that. Like I wanted to make an expression, like a long catch, like an outfield catch. I don't do sports. I don't but that a long shot. That's what I meant. And that would have been a long shot. Like I don't know where she would have gotten that. Then Ryan said she got you. Then Kel said that's a rather powerful trap card. Then Ryan said the tip system in America is dumb. Places should just pay their workers the correct amount. Facts. Then Kel said that's how tipping should work, but it ain't how it does work. Then Ryan said Jet attempts a sports analogy and misses. That's a fact. Uh, that was a sports bar in itself, Ryan. You got me. That was the Applebee's. Mm. Let's see. So let's get to the casual racism. So when we first got to Olive Garden, right? Nani said, after all these years, yo, Nani, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Nani asked, did you get murked? So in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I got last place at the local convention that we had at the university. I made dead last in that tournament. So did I get murked in Fighter Z? Hell yeah. But you came in just in time. I'm about to tell a story about casual racism. Okay, so when we got to Olive Garden, it was me and your boy Winslow. We were hyped for the salad. So we went up, and there was a group of elderly people. It was like two guys and like an elderly woman. Well, it was two elderly men and an elderly woman. So I opened the door for these three elderly people, and the elderly man turns to me and says, "Thank you." And I go, "Thank you," like back to him. And then the elderly man goes through and he turns to Winslow, who's just standing to the side. He's just waiting for them to go by so that he can go in. He turns to Winslow and he goes, "Thank you." And then he like keeps going. And then the elderly lady, I felt like hers was the worst. Like it felt the most egregious. She walks through the door that I'm holding open. She turns to Winslow and goes like, "Thank you," and then puts her head down like she's looking at the ground and looking at the ground. She tries her best not to look at me and then walks past. I was like, well, that one just felt unnecessary. Like, I didn't get that. It just seemed like each one was taking like a step down. Like the first guy, he was just like, "Oh yeah, thanks," and that's the expected response. The second guy, him thanking Winslow for standing there, I guess isn't like that doesn't seem bad. It was just the older woman who was like, "Well, that felt offensive." I don't know why she didn't look because there was something about it that was like, why is she ducking me? Let's see. Nani said "aw" in regards to the Fighterz E tournament thing. Then Ryan said Jet lost his virginity to Aiden on prom night back in high school. The fan fiction has begun. Nani said I thought you were gonna be in second. I doubt that, and it didn't. Kel said, "Can we play Fibbage at the end of the stream?" Oh, you mean during the last 30 minutes? Yeah, we can set up Fibbage. Let's see. Then Ryan said at Olive Garden. Then Nani said, "Wait, really? So racism to you?" Then Nerd Tinker said that shirt though. Oh, thank you, Kelly Nerd Tinker. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on stream? Nani said, "Lol, she hates blacks." Then Ryan said, "Jet got hit with microaggression." Then Kel said that was some tasty racism. And then Nani said the old woman wanted some BBC. So the last thing I want to say before we start up a Fibbage stream is that I now really like the Lit RPG podcast. That's LIT RPG podcast. It is a book review podcast where the host reviews the newest Lit RPG books on the market. I'm slowly becoming more interested in Lit RPG as a genre because I now have a program where you can place a sentient AI in like a tabletop game world, like a D&D kind of setting. and lit RPG as a genre explores what it's like to live in a game world. So I think about lit RPG as an insight into what it's like to live in a game world from like a sentient AI's perspective. I just think it's like a cool genre. Speaking of the program that I made for like the emo shape demo thing, I told my dad about it, and he showed interest in it. Like he's like, "You got to show it to me one day." And I don't know. I felt really inspired by that. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I will show it to you one day, and when I do, like I hope that you like will be proud. You know that you'll like really fuck with it. I don't know. Something about it made me like get like emotional in like a yeah way. You know what I mean? Like I can do it. Let's see. Oh, and I have finally seen like all of the Chimera Ant arc of Hunter x Hunter. I really like the episode where well, I guess I don't want to spoil the Chimera Ant arc. Fuck. It's good. Still not the best arc, but the ending is pretty solid. So there we go. Let's see. Nerd Tinker said, Jet, have you heard of Borderlands? I have heard of Borderlands. I'm not really into shooters. I've never been too interested in Borderlands. Though I do know that Borderlands has like a leveling system. Like it's not like your everyday shooter. There are like some interesting mechanics in it. Let's see. And then Nani said, so like a horny way. In regards to like the old woman thing. Oh fuck, because I don't have my headset plugged into a controller. I gotta grab my controller out of my bag. Let's see. Kel said maybe when they got to their table, the not racist guy was like, "Okay, guys, you've been really racist recently, and that's an issue." And then he's like, and the other old guy is like, "Name one time I was being racist." And then the not racist guy was like, "Literally 10 minutes ago." So they weren't walking into the Olive Garden, Kels. They were walking out of the Olive Garden. Let's see. Then Nerd Tanker said Borderlands 3 is coming out in September. I probably won't get Borderlands if I'm just being honest. It's just not the kind of game I'm really into because, like I said, I don't really fuck with shooters. Right now, I'm trying to put the USB in. I always do the thing where you like stick it in and it doesn't work, and then you like flip it upside down and then stick it in. I do that like every time. There we go. Okay, and then I need to put this on. Let's see. Nani said, "What did Winslow Day say?" So me and Winslow hung out today. The goal was to try and help him with his speech that he has that is due possibly tomorrow, and for me to work on a paper that I need to like have done as soon as possible. And what we ended up doing is neither thing. So he hasn't finished his speech. I haven't finished my paper. So I gotta like go hard on that paper as soon as I can, like for real. Let's see. And then Kel said, entering and exiting, same thing. I'm sorry. The PlayStation making hella noise. What? Just do this. Stop. Okay, fuck me. Take my account, please. Thank you. And then cut this controller off. Stop trying to make it a user. Sorry, guys. Technical bullshit. Do 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 do. There we go. So where are we at? Nani said Borderlands was always boring to me. He said I fell asleep during the first mission. Nerd Tinker said okay, just thought I'd let you know. He said I love Skyrim. What about you? So I'm not super into Skyrim, but I do want to play Elder Scrolls Blades. I think it's a cool idea. You return to like a town, and once you get back to that town, it was like your hometown. It's been like rickety wrecked, and it needs to be rebuilt. So you work to try and rebuild your town, but you're also like a gladiator. So you go on like these quests where you go to like different dungeons and you do like duels and shit, and you can do like PvP battles against like other players in like the gladiator arena, and you're trying to like build up and manage like your own town, but it's set in like the world of Skyrim. I just think that's gonna be pretty cool. Nerd Tinker, are you excited for like Elder Scrolls Blades at all? Nani said Kells got corny when you said racism. Kells does like racism jokes. Nerd Tinker said they had guns that have legs, Nani. Oh, it's a Borderlands? So they're kind of like walking turrets. Then Kel said shooters less than anime games, less than trash. Mm. I like anime games. I'm just not a big fan of shooters. Speaking of trash, are you guys ready to play some Fibbage? I'm getting that set up right now. Nani said, take that shit back to San Fran. Don't know what the fuck that means. I noticed that we have 5 viewers and 1 like. Could we get this video up to 5 viewers and 5 likes? Truly appreciate it. I'm getting Fibbage set up right now. Let's see. Nerd Tinker said, excited. Nani said, take that shit back to San Fran means gay. Really? Why? I don't see how those connect. Then Nerd Tinker said Diablo. I've never gotten into Diablo. Yo, Dragon Ball Super Fan 10, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? My dad, he plays Diablo. Or I think he used to play Diablo. I don't think he plays like new Diablo. Let's see. Scrolling up. Jackbox TV. So setting up the stream now. Hello everyone, it is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, we're going to be playing more Fibbage on Jackbox TV. If you are just now joining in, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and make sure to go to jackbox.tv and type in our room code, KTPV. That's KTPV. So make sure that if you want to join in on today's Jackbox stream, that you join our game of Fibbage. And go over to jackbox.tv and type in KTPV. We already have your boy Ryan over here. I believe he's using the name Batman's Dick. Let's see. Kel said, me, what? I don't like racism. Jet shows every time I voted for an answer with a hard R and word in it. You do that. Let's see. The Nerd Tinker said, Diablo equals Skyrim in third person view, but it's demons on, no people. Interesting. I really like Fable 3. Fuck me. And I really like Kingdom of Amalur. Kingdom of Amalur had like a really cool side quest that I fucked with. So we currently only have 4 players for Fibbage. So I guess I'll give you guys to the count of 3. If you want to play Fibbage, go to jackbox.tv and type in the room code KTPV. So, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's start up a game of Fibbage. Yo, Cole, how's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on this stream? Kells asked, have I ever actually cried on stream? I don't believe so. Oh, Ryan gets to pick the category. Is there anything that has to do with laws or history? The fuck? Okay. So remember, the goal of this one is to come up with a lie that people will think is true. Huh. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Call said I believe he did. I don't think I've ever cried on stream. If I did, I actually would love to see that. Okay, so Kel said a human. I said a sock puppet. Oh, cool. They wanted an animatronic groundhog. Okay, let's see if I can dominate fibbage. Ooh, Kels gets to pick this time. So the categories are Lion, Psycho, Johnny Depp. Ooh, teachers. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure what people are gonna put for this one. True, there's straight up a button that'll like a lie for me button if you like haven't thought of anything. There we go. Call said, "What is this?" This is essentially a. Hold on. What the fuck? Wait, what? I think Ryan may have tricked me because I honestly don't know. One of them was so elaborate, I was like, is it not right? Colin said, "Are you still married?" I'm not still married. This is a game show where you try to come up with the best lie. That was Ryan's lie. Damn, that was very elaborate, Ryan. That was Kells' lie. So that's the truth. Oh, I definitely am, yeah, not at the top of the pack anymore. Okay, let's see what I can do. Ryan said the accordion is hella popular in North Korea. Interesting. But this is a game show called Fibbage. Is to the goal of the game is to come up with the best lie, and also to try and know the truth. Okay, let's see how this goes. Call asked if the guy talking is me, like the narrator guy. Nah, he's like the artificial host of the show. Fuck. Um, one of those I know just isn't true. Call. There is indeed someone named that. So Kel said septic tank. I said bear trap. That'll help me a lot. Yes! A wood chipper does sound scary. How did you get stuck in a buried coffin for 10 seconds? Like, whoever made up that lie, how does that work? Only for 10 seconds? He got out of that in 10 seconds. I think it's Houdini. Ooh, I get to pick the category. Let's see how this goes. So, what do you guys think is the right answer? Hit us up in the live chat. That was my lie. Everybody seemed to know the truth but him. Well, no, he knew the truth. Yeah, he also knew. It seemed like everybody knew. My life was just, not my life, my lie was just convincing. Kel said I misspelled a 4-letter word. Rip. Oh, I get to pick another category? Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. I think I know what this one is. Let's go. So, what are you guys' thoughts? What do you think is the truth here? Mm. Kells fell for the lie. Ah. Golf wasn't a bad one, right? You fell for my lie. Got him. Hey! Killing it. How do you, with a picture, prove that someone's good at playing the banjo? You can't hear them play it. Okay, they didn't let me pick another category. I was like, if I keep winning and they keep letting me pick categories, I was like, I think I just got it. Collin said lol. Call said, you like my profile pic? I can't see it. So what you guys see on your screen is also what I see on my screen. So that chat on the right, that's what I see. It doesn't show pictures. That was Ryan's lie. Kells fell for my lie. Got him. Mm. That one was so creative, it had to be true. Kel said, no one fell with car. It's okay, Kels. It just is like that sometimes. Collin said that someone's actually playing. Okay, let's see how this goes. I tricked Kels. Fuck. Ah, I knew Happy Harbor sounded too much like a Young Justice thing. His name was Scrody. Ooh. Ooh. Good game, everybody. Ooh, I'll hit you guys up with one more game. Okay, so make sure if you guys want to join in to go to the room code KYDF at this URL. Let's see. Ryan said again. Then Kel said, "Wow, I did awful." Then Cole said, "Quiplash." Whoa, who started it? Fuck. Fuck. Who started it with only 3 people in? Wait. There we go. Yeah, someone started it like immediately. I don't know how. Gotta give them at least a little bit of time to jump in. Do, do, do. Okay. So we're gonna start it up on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? There we go. Sweet. True, there is straight up a button if you're having trouble thinking of a lie. There we go. Hmm. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I tricked everybody! Yaga. But I fell for Kells. It sounded very elaborate. Really? His poop sounded so fake. Ooh, Kells, you're in second place this time. Ryan was ready. I'm ready for action. Bum, 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 bum. You can always hit a button if you can't think of anything. There we go. Oh, fuck. We all got it. That's a first. I guess we all spend so much time on YouTube, we just know YouTube shit. What? Let's see how this went. Fuck. Coconuts? I thought coconuts and pineapples were obvious throwaway answers. I was mistaken. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see how this goes. It's like taking a multiple choice test. So that was Ryan's lie. So I'm assuming shit. Oh. Okay, shapeshifter was just true. Got him. Oh. This one has been very unstable in terms of like who's in first place. I'm curious to see what he's gonna pick. Ryan said, "Rip, going to have to leave the game." Aw, shit. I may take that W, Ryan, because of the fact that you have to leave the game. Hmm. I don't know how to feel about this one. So it wasn't that. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. Kel said, "Man, I'm just really bad at fibbage." No, you're fine, Kels. Hippies and trees. Whoa. Okay. And if Ryan's about to leave the game, then that means that I'm about to take that W spot. Hmm. Hmm. Do 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 dun 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 dun. So Ryan might just be straight out of the game, which could be indicated by the timer running all the way down. I see. Huh. I'm curious to see what you guys think is the right answer. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, right, because Ryan's no longer in the game. Oh gosh. The game lied? Fuck me. What? The dog naturally glows in the dark? So my lie was very close to the game's lie. So they gooted the fuck out of me. Hmm. Your boy Ryan's still in second place and is no longer playing the game. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see how this goes. And then Ryan won't fill in his because he had to leave. And then Ryan won't do his. So let's see how this goes. So I tricked him. Nice. So, did the 3,000 get me in the end? Nice. Well, thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Favorite, comment, subscribe. Oh, we tied. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding. Ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Stay tuned. Excuse me, I'm about to set up the fan poll. Make sure that you guys vote in the fan poll. Whatever gets the most votes in today's fan poll is what we will then do on the stream today at 1 p.m. The Jarrod, your friend, your boy, jump like the one only. Logging out, guys. Peace. Kels said, honestly, I'm happy with top 3. Congratulations, Kels. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Nani said, who won? I won. I won both games of Fibbage we did. Catch you guys later.